Listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook able to escape, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller.
Missed.
This will not go down. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Throwing again is Watson. Now they set up a screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To throw is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They pitch it out to Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are in for 6. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll go on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. Garoppolo now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. When he finds his target, it's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to go up top for and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Handoff comes to Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Richmond. Four down. Set. Blue 80. Blue 80. Richmond.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Cooper fast with a feet on the crossing route, complete. That's Cooper. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To throw on second is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Check. 21.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
11.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
20. 180.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Richmond.
They start the drive with Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Richmond.
On 1st down, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. No, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Watson off play action. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come upon halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
180, 120.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, look at that. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Fuller. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson to the right side, complete to Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Toss play to McKinnon. And he's got room. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. A dump down to McKinnon. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now in Houston. Going to get it running right, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. They've got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson operating from the gun. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a run with Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Black 22! Black 22! Two jet!
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 2nd down, Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Tiger.
Faking the give. Now Watson escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. Gets around him, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
21.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
it. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andre Howe, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Richmond.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Tiger.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Right. Come back.
Now Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Black gun out, Billy. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Another toad for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.